Hello, ladies and gentlemen, the participant of ICCED 2022. Here, I'm Melania, together with Mr. Prasandi, Miss Ying, Miss Andriani, and Miss Ernawati from Bina Nusantara University, Indonesia, and Miss Lim from Changshu University, Thailand, would like to present our research project entitled Students' Perspective on PeVe Application to Learn English Phrasal Verb. Now, let me start with our agenda today. By starting with the introduction, objective, method, the result, the discussion, and finally to the conclusion. Now, let me start with the introduction. As you know that English foreign language learners in higher education, students in Indonesia usually prefer to avoid using English PeVes because they face difficulty in using them for writing especially. Our previous studies say that it's not only students in Indonesia, but it's also from Jordania, from Pakistan, and also some countries in Asia. Moreover, because of the pandemic situation, forced them to learn asynchronously. By having the English phrasal verb learning synchronously is not easy, but we can imagine by using asynchronously, it's not that simple for them to learn. And therefore, based on the two reasons, we decide to make a pilot project on PeVe application to support them learning English phrasal verb. And this project is coming to the last part of the first cycle, that is testing the pace. And this one is to find the student's perspective or the user's perspective and the feedback. Then here is our objectives. The first one is to discover the student's perspective on the first level of PeVe application. And the second is to get the user's feedback for further development of our PeVe application. So let me continue to the next one is with theoretical frameworks that we use. This is in the three big area. The first one is English phrasal verb, web-based application, and the last one is extreme programming by Pressman and Maxim in 2020. Now we go to the method of our research. So as you can see from figure 1, the extreme programming, this is a kind of phase cycle that consists of planning, design, coding, and testing. We have already done the planning, design, and coding, and we come to the last phase, testing. Testing the application to the users to make sure that business process run well. And also testing the application runs well with no bug. And finally, we getting the feedback from the users. The second method is we spread the online questionnaires to some students, and we choose only 71 students from 2 classes online learning program, taking the English course as a mandatory in one university in Jakarta. However, 62 responses to the questionnaire. So we use that result as the data. And the data then analyzed by using descriptive qualitative approach. Now, here is the result. Figure 2, say the landing page of the application, and this application can be accessed to pv4c.com. Right, the next one is here is the page of PeVe application content as a pilot project for only beginner level is ready for the test. And the next one is the material to learn. If you can see from the page in figure 4, the material, this one is the material for them to learn. The next one is the 3 types of exercises. After they learn the material, they can do some exercises, as you can see from figure 5 in exercise page. And the next one is the page of quizzes. As you can see, after they do some exercises, they can do the quizzes to figure out whether they comprehend to use the English phrasal verb. And here is the student perceptions toward the application. Figure 7 shows the student perception for the landing page. And there are 5 items to ask. And the highest perception goes to that the application is easy to access. And the lowest one is the main color of the PeVe and landing page is good, but only 82.2%. The rest still above 80%. And the figure 8, talking about students' perception for the material provided in the application. If you can see there, still this is over 80 on the 3 item. The page is easy and simple to access, the material is easy to understand, and the video is necessary to be added there. It's also, this is not only perception but also the situation as well. Let me continue then to the next student perception is on figure 9 about the perception of the exercises provided there. As you can see from the 5 items, all of them all of the item were perceived well, means that more than 80%, with the highest one in the 2, with the highest one is 88.7% for 2 items. It gave the better understanding on the use of PeVe, and also the picture provided in each number support and understanding on PeVe. The last one of the perception is a student perception of the quizzes. Okay, so the highest one goes to the item of the quiz is simple to access, and the lowest one is quiz is interactive. While although they say this is interactive, but this is the lowest one among the others with an 82.2%. Now, let me continue to the feedback. There are many feedback that students we can get from the students. The first one is a landing page, changing or adding more colors, and the second one is the need of more intuitive design and also acknowledgement, and they say that the user can add the special name on the profile, and the landing page also needs some improvement, especially the landing page should be straightforward to the dashboard. So it's also good to adding the videos and also supported with the explanation of the material, and also supporting the material with listening and more expanded vocabularies, additional material from the open sources for the internet. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me continue that at the grade level, they asked to make, even this is a beginner, it should have grade 1 under grade 4, for example. Then, so it's avoid to scrolling a lot. And also making exercise part of more challenging, allowing the users to do more exercise repeatedly, and also adding explanation for the correct answer for each question. And the last one, in this page, adding more questions related to the material with different level of difficulties. Okay, so here is still the student feedback on the quiz that we need more explanation and correct answer, adding more questions that different from those in the exercises. And this is a good one that from students' feedback, we are quite happy that they mentioned that this application are great in providing new insight and provide language skill testing at the same time as playing in the quiz. And also it's very good that this application is very easy to access and has a user-friendly display and categorized as a good application. Another good feedback is also should be available on the mobile phones, not only mobile phone, but also online, so they can reduce the expenses on using the internet. And the last one, yes, it would be better if the content is only one page and not click on one content and redirect it to the another page. Well, listeners and ladies and gentlemen, we come to the conclusion in our future work. So the first conclusion is this application is designed based on the students' need. This application is developed using XM application by Pressman and Maxine 2020. And the students as the users accepted the developed application, although with many suggestions. And since it is the first level, it must be developed to either interactive learning application by supporting it with video animation in all parts. Further, this application needs to be developed at the next level, supported by audio and animation video and also videos. And video animation is needed to support the material question on the exercises part and quizzes for the next step of the development. Well, we come to the last one, but before I end my presentation, allow me to send our acknowledgement that this research was supported by Bina Nusantara University with the research grant and in research collaboration grant with Changshu University, Taiwan. Special thank also to our student in information system Venus online learning, Dewi, Agil, Abdillah, Khotimah, Agassi, and also Fauzi for supporting the application development. Well, this is the end of my presentation. Then I would like to say thank you for being attentive listeners and thank you for the time for the presentation. See you in another time and goodbye.